In the name of the most merciful, for whom these words are said, we recount the noble Seerah of his Prophet Mohammed.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everybody, and welcome back to Seerah with Salaah, where we continue our journey towards understanding the life of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So let's proceed with chapter 28, the Quran. The revelation of the entire Quran was received from Angel Jibreel to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam over a period of 23 years. One of the instructions to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in one of the verses was to recite the Quran beautifully and also to by heart it. After receiving this instruction, he would practice it and teach his companions to memorize it. Every year in Ramadan, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam would recite the revealed verses and surahs of the Quran to Angel Jibreel as a practice. One Ramadan, he recited the full Quran twice. Now, here are some facts about the Quran. The entire Quran has 114 chapters called surahs. It has more than 6,200 sentences, or better known as verses or ayahs. The Quran is a book revealed only in the Arabic language. That is why translation of the Quran in English or Spanish or Urdu or any language cannot be considered as the Quran. However, they can be used to understand the Quran. The surahs that were predominantly revealed in Mecca were called Makki surahs, while those surahs which were predominantly revealed in Medina were called Madani surahs. The most incredible fact of the Quran is that since the revelation of the Quran, which was over 1,400 years ago, not one word has changed until today in the year 2023. That's right, if we were to pick up the Quran in any mosque around the world, be it Mecca, Medina, New York, Delhi, in any other city or village in the world, it will still be the same ayahs and surahs in Arabic. This indeed is a miracle that we can see even in today's times. This is because Allah had promised in the Quran that He will protect it till the day of judgment. This has not happened with any other book in the history of mankind. Another great fact about the Quran is that millions of people have by-hearted the Quran word to word, from the start to the finish. No religious or non-religious book has been by-hearted ever. Moving forward, Allah has said in the Quran that it is a guidance to mankind. It guides us on how to live our lives the way Allah wants us to. The Muslims have 5 responsibilities towards the Quran. Number 1. We Muslims have the responsibility to read the Quran as often as possible and as much as possible. Number 2. We have the responsibility to understand the Quran. Thirdly, we need to implement the Quran in our daily lives. Fourthly, we need to pass the message of the Quran to other Muslims and non-Muslims. And lastly, we need to do responsibilities 1 to 4 on a continuous basis throughout our lives. So that was chapter 28 of Seerah with Salaah. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you soon inshallah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Brave and handsome one, then Qusay, then Kilab, then Murra, then Kab, then Lu'ay, son of Ghalib, son